Alright, so let's do a 8-4 cons draft. I suck at this format, so give me a little bit of leeway here, guys, alright? So I'm going to give you a second look through this pack, because I needed a second look through this pack. There's a Siege, a Foil Tasigur, but I'm also passing black, and you'll know, and also there's like a Frostwall. This pack is just nuts. I'll take the Foil Tasigur. But I'm talking to my friend who's he's also on the pro tour, and he told me if you want to win, go red, white, and blue. So I have no when I drafted KTK, I was completely comfortable taking 5 colors or whatever. But in this format, it's just so much different. Now there's like a quality 3-1. I'm passing a ton of good black cards. But I like the 2-3 flyer with prowess only because you can win in this format solely with flyers. So I think my plan is to just that's my friend streaming there. He's actually telling me. I have no idea. Like he didn't even know. Like do you pass the foil Tasigur for the siege? And it was weird because it was just like something that rarely ever comes up. Now there's a heel cutter in this pack, but there's also a dude that makes a 1-1 flyer. And if I've learned anything about this format, it's that the best deck in this format is forcing blue-white X flyers. Now, while heel cutter, that's a good signal that there's still a heel cutter. I mean, I'm passing a black-red deck. Black-red can only be... Now, some of you kids may call it Mardu, but it's Dega. Now, I have an option. I mean, that's a really late Sandblast. If that's not a signal, I don't know what signals are. That's a really late Crucible of Dragons. I mean, I can cast any dragon with that. It's kind of nuts. But I think I'm just going to continue. There's really nothing in this. I mean, there's the green flying thing, but I think, I don't know. Rare drafting is fun. I'll just take this War Flare. It's not great. It's actually really weak considering that the next 2 packs have, you know, Battle Cry or whatever. Now that's a late Harsh Sustenance, but I'm going to try and pick up as many lands as I can, get that perfect mana, or, near perfect. Now, I'm a fan of this card, personally. It's not a good card. Do not think that the card I just picked, I don't even know its name. I just know it's like, deal 2 damage to a creature. Ooh, wow. That's a late good blue card, a late Swine, and a late Harsh Sustenance. Those are cards I like in this format. Granted, I'm not that good. No, but the 5 mana, deal 2 damage to a creature and 2 to a player and draw a card. It is not a good card. Do not take my opinion on that. My opinion is incorrect. Alright? I'll just leave it at that. I kind of want to avoid black as much as humanly possible while continuing cutting green. I mean white. I mean, that's a late 3-2, although I'm not quite sure if that card is good. I mean, you need... Essentially, it's like a turn 4 play, right? And, in case I pick up any legends along the way. Yeah, there's another 4 mana instant that I really don't need, and that's so stupid. The guy that works with artifacts in this set, the only dude, the blue creature, does not get that legendary equipment. Alright, I could rare draft the shit out of this pack. I could also take the card that makes 3/1/1 warrior tokens, which is pretty sweet. But I really like the flyer with prowess. But look at that. It doesn't get that card. It gets every other... There's only like 2 other artifacts, and it gets those. But it doesn't get the 3rd artifact. That's so dumb. Those are the kind of things that just kill me. Now, back when... Now, I'm going to take the 4/5 flyer with prowess. I just think it's good. Plus it flies, and as people have told me, if it flies, it's good. Here, I was really kind of tilted. Um, I've been tilted recently. I'm like, I'm just gonna burn out a bitch. Just fuck it. I want to burn out a motherfucker. No, but back when it was triple KTK, I was totally cool with like going junk. Ooh, wow. Look at that equipment. That is a gift. If you see that ever past pick 3, you take that. That is like, whoa. Alright. So I am definitely red, white, and blue. I could take out the. Well, I have the fixing for. Well, I don't have any fixing. There's a kill shot. No, but I'm sorry. Back in KTK, oh god, wait. Oh my god, I wish I recorded the deck I had in triple KTK where I had 4 blood-soaked champions. Your opponent can't win. They just can't. It's impossible. Stubborn Denial is actually good here, and so is the 1/1 with deck and gain Death Touch, but I think this is all fine. Mana Fixing would be nice. I love that, dude. No, triple KTK, I loved going junk. I would have like 4 of the Morph 4/4, 4/4 Lifelink. It was just like junk was so good, and then this set came, and a barrage of boulders. But that card is like Anathomancer. I think that's the name of it, Anathomancer. Oh, and if I've learned anything, just if it says the word flying on it, you just take it. Except Scaldkin. I hate Scaldkin, but I don't want anyone else to have it either, so. Now, I do like, in a deck, it's so weird. You would think that it's terrible, but a deck like this, or really any deck, Volley Dasher or Valley Dasher, I'm not 100% sure on the pronunciation. Oh, wait. This pack. Okay, now this pack is horrible. But protection from removal spells seems pretty damn sweet. So I think I'm just going to take that. It's much better than any other card. But the Volley Dasher, you'd be surprised how much damage that card does. Like, you play it, and unless they have a morph, they don't. Oh, crap. Well, in a deck like this, having a morph that also turns into a 0/6, for 1 mana is good. So is drawing 2 cards and discarding a card. Green-white land is useless. Well, it's not useless. I mean, some people just like to take the lands on, if not for splashing, but rather for other reasons. Whoa. Look at this pack. Look at these cards. Like, come on. Are you fucking with me? Yeah, I'll take the thing that deals 2 damage when. Whoa. More good cards. Who needs lands anyway, man? Lands are so last week. Okay, so there's the 2/3 with Vigilance and Flying. I kind of have to take that, right? Alright, there's a blue-white land. Sweet. There's all the mana fixing I need. It's perfect. The bow is actually relatively strong in this format. There are a lot of X1s in Fate Reforged, and it's pretty good if you stick it on a flyer or something. But it's not amazing, in the end. Smite the Monstrous, I feel like, is a sideboard card. It's such late game removal, and you just have better removal out there, Or even just like bounce spells. Bounce spells are so annoying. They have a delve card, and you just bounce their delve creature, and they can't replay it for like 7 turns. What is this? Okay, there's a morph. That's pretty sweet. I think I'll go with the what is it? It's 3 mana, becomes a. Alright, see you later. you know, 3 mana, and then, you know, hopefully if it lives for 2 turns, becomes a 4/5, which is not bad. Or you can play it on, you know, people say it's like, oh, you're paying 8 mana for a 4/5, but you're not. You're paying 3 mana for, okay, now here is a difficult pick, right? Do you take Stubborn Denial? Do you take the gigantic flying thing that'll never be cast? I think you go with Stubborn Denial. I think I like the card drawing spell here. It's late, so I kind of feel like I'm in a good position. Yeah, I could take a cancel in case like a deck has Dune Blast or Dune Buggies or something like that. I doubt I'm going to get a land here in these last 2 picks. Now there's a Heart Piercer Bow, so that's all my fixing. That's fine though. You know, fixing is so last year. So, I honestly, I like playing 17 lands, and my friend who's talking me through this, because honestly, I've just, like, I was really good when it was 3 colors, and I got really bad when it became a 2-color set, and I don't even know why. Like, I just kept opening up miserable packs with bad cards, and it's just like, and then I thought I would have a good deck, and I'd lose to, like, you know, like, just like the most garbage of terrible cards, you know? So, you know, he tells me you should play 18 lands, and I'm like, but this is definitely a 17 land deck, right? Especially with no fixing. So, okay, so on my sideboard, I mean, the only card I could consider is the Scaldkin, and I really don't want that, because I feel like this is red-white splashing blue, which is kind of a main color, so it's kind of even, but, you know, whatevs. Just kind of cross your fingers and hope something good happens. This is the hardest part, man, making cuts. I gotta take out that pump spell. You know, you have to play a lot of creatures, but at the same time, you know, you need enough removal to deal with their creatures, and you need to protect your own creatures. That's why this is such a weird format, right? It was fun when it was triple KTK, but when Fate Reforged came out, it became a really weird set because, you know, 18 lands, you know, you have to worry about mass removal, you have to worry, you know, you have to have enough removal to deal with their threats, enough stuff to protect your bombs, and enough creature to spell ratio so that you can actually play spells. You know, it's such a odd thing, and manifest is such a terrible mechanic. I think I can cut the Smite the Monstrous though. I'm keeping in Pyrotechnics, obviously. I'm gonna take out the Valley Dasher. I honestly don't think I need it. I don't have enough raid. But I want to make sure that I have enough spells in my deck to activate the lifelink ability and also prowess, which I didn't get a single one of those 2/1 prowess flying dudes, so I gotta be a little worried about that. It just got weird when Fate Reforged came out. It became a 2-color format with 18 lands and needing to play a bunch of weird cards. You know, I enjoyed it more triple KTK. People argue with that. That's fine. Yeah, I enjoyed triple Fate Reforged also. That was a lot of fun. I think everything here is acceptable. I also need to remember that I have a spell, but I could bring that spell back with my dude up there. And my friend, by the way, on a stream is yelling at me to splash for Tasigur. And I'm like, how am I splashing for Tasigur? I don't even have the mana to splash, you know, the cards I'm playing in my deck already. You know, it's like, I guess I don't need Singing Bellstrike. On the draw, I feel like Singing Bellstrike is a little better because they'll play a Morph at 3, and I won't, so whatever. By the way, I really want to thank the watchers in Brazil and Japan. That is so cool. If you guys enjoy it, I'll keep putting out vids. Just subscribe and whatever. So this is the deck. This looks good. Um, I need more red than anything. I think it's an even split between the three colors, though. This is difficult, right? Because you want to have enough white to cast your mid game. You want to have enough red to cast your early game, and you need the blue to cast your, your win conditions. So I have essentially, what is that like? So I have 6 white, 6 blue, and 6. And I'm counting the dual land and all that, and 6 red.